if you would come on up here. I have to say, in our 6 years, Gus is absolutely one of the most outstanding students we have ever had, and I cannot say enough wonderful things about Gus. Gus was chosen to be in the NASA Junior Astronauts Program, which is a very elite group, and they have to go through a very rigorous program to be able to be in there. There are only 10 that are chosen, and we'll say more about him when he gets his diploma, but he is an exceptional student and highly, highly intelligent. Okay, so let's see. Yes, there you go, Gus. And then here's your award. Congratulations, Gus. I'm sorry. This time, Gus is going to give his valedictorian speech.
Thank you, Ms. Garza. You're always very over the top with your enthusiasm. I'm about as nervous as I am about before I get in for a race at a swim meet, so I'm just going to dive in here. I started swimming when I was 14 years old, which was twice the age when most people normally start. So I started out at this club called Nitro up in Bee Caves, and I was the worst 14-year-old swimmer in the entire club. I was mostly swimming with like 11 and 12-year-olds. But I stuck with it, and I worked hard and slowly moved my way up into higher and higher level groups. When I got to a group called Senior, my coach convinced me to do my first meet. It went okay. I didn't get disqualified or anything, so that was good for me. But I liked it enough to keep trying. And so I continued to advance, and throughout this time my specialization was in the mid and long distance freestyle. But I did enjoy short distance freestyle and butterfly. So about 5 months ago, I tried a new event, the 200 butterfly, which is a mid distance butterfly event. And if you know anything about swimming, you know that the butterfly is one of the hardest strokes to maintain for any distance over a very short distance. So it's a monster of an event. But I did well at it for my first time, and everyone was really surprised and really happy for me. But I wasn't too happy for myself because I knew that I was going to have to swim this event for the rest of my swimming career. Well, here I am. I continued to swim it, worked through all the pain that is involved with it, and one meet I got 6th place in all of South Texas, which I think is more due to the fact that no one else is dumb enough to swim it. So I kept working at it, and 3 weeks ago, I got my sectionals cut in this event, which is the 3rd highest level cut in all of swimming. So you guys are probably wondering what the point of this big long story is. And actually I have 3. The first is, life doesn't fall into your lap. You have to work hard to accomplish your goals. I had practices at 5 in the morning, many mornings, and I would get to the pool and be so tired that I felt like I was going to die before I even got in the water to swim the practice. But I kept going to those practices and kept working hard, and I accomplished my goal. I got my sectionals cut, which is almost all swimmers' goals at my age. So I try to apply that kind of hard work not only to swimming but to all aspects of my life, and I plan to apply it to my future studies and careers. My second point is that you have to be willing to try new things. If I'd never tried the 200 butterfly, I would probably have never gotten a sectionals cut, and I would definitely not have found my best event in all of swimming. So you have to be willing to try these things, not just in things like swimming, but in all aspects of life. One time when I was in Tanzania, a tribesman offered me barely cooked squirrel brains, and I was like, you know what, I'll give it a try. And guess what? It tastes just like chicken. graduates and to everyone else, I'd just like to say that only failure is the failure to try. My third point is you have to be grateful for what you've accomplished and who got you there. At all these swim meets, I was the one in the water swimming as hard as I could, but at every race, there was a coach next to the pool yelling at me to swim faster and to push that much harder to reach my goals. There's been nothing I've accomplished that has been solely on my own. And there's always been someone there to help boost me up or encourage me to go that much further. And with that, I would like to thank some of those people. I'd like to thank my parents for the amazing opportunities that they've given me and all the support that they always give me. I'd like to thank my brother Jeb for being my best friend throughout my entire life. I'd like to thank my friends for always being supportive of what I do. I'd like to thank my teachers, Ms. Taylor from a previous school who got me excited for math and science, Mr. Garcia for helping me become a free thinker, and Ms. Scallon for giving me an amazing foundation in math for my future as an aerospace engineer. I'd like to thank my mentors, Tim Curie and Jack Ralston, who have always fed my appetite for learning and have always pushed me to find new things to challenge myself in. I'd like to thank my coaches, Coach Jeff, who helped me get started in swimming and encouraged me to stay with it. Coach Adrian, who convinced me to do my first meet and helped me push through many plateaus where I was not improving at all. And Coach Jason, my current coach, for helping turn me from a good swimmer into a great swimmer, and for always encouraging me to raise my goals and set my sights on new levels to achieve. I'd also like to give a special thanks to my Nana, who's here tonight. She helped raise me, and she gave me the gift of Spanish. Te quiero, Nene.
Thank you.
I'd also like to thank ASA for providing an awesome environment where I could pursue high-level swimming, 2 jobs, and internships that most other high schoolers can't because of their more restrictive school schedules. And to my fellow graduates, I'd just like to say I've greatly enjoyed my time with you here at ASA, and I wish you all the very best in your future studies and adventures. Thank you all, and good night.